Okay.
Kenny!
Do I need this? No? No. Anyways, guys, everybody's been talking as teachers, but I kind of wanted to talk as a content creator. Does anybody here create content? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So anyways, the title of my presentation is Grabs You by the Boo-Boo, but then people got kind of worried about the title. They thought it sounded kind of risque. So I changed it, and I changed to, so where ideas come from. So anyways, my slides were made by Mommy, and she tends to use a lot more pictures of me than I like. So please excuse that. I didn't make the slides, okay? So
are you on the right or the left here?
I put that rope up there for anybody having a presentation, by the way. Anyways, guys, where Grabs You by the Boo, does anybody know where this comes from? Grabs You by the Boo-Boo? Yeah, shut the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this comes from Cheech and Chong. But anyway, so just a quick rehash of me. I grew up in the ooh, sexy. Thank you, Mommy. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so back in those days, me and my friend's favorite comedy group was Cheech and Chong. So we used to watch them over and over again. We thought they were completely hilarious, and we used to memorize all of their lines. And this one line always stuck in my head, Grabs You by the Boo-Boo. So in case you haven't seen it, we'll just watch it. But this content is not appropriate for kids. Okay, this is a room for adults, so do not show this to your children. Okay, so anyway, well, let's watch. Let's watch.
I could probably smoke this whole joint, man, and still walk away, man. Wouldn't be no problem at all, man.
Talk it out, man.
Kinda grabs you by the boo-boo, don't it?
Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo. Anyways, so that line always stuck in my head, like, what grabs you by the boo-boo, like something just kind of gets your attention, right? That's what it means to me. So, anyways, I think a lot of teachers or content creators, when they make games or materials, they tend to focus on what they want to teach. Yeah. Okay, I want to teach this grammar, I want to teach this vocabulary, and they do that. I do that too. I have a YouTube channel, I make a lot of content. But I found over the years that some of the best material that I've created was based on something that grabbed me by the boo-boo, right? So years ago, I had this class of kids, and they were great kids. But for some reason, one lesson, they were fixated on sticking their fingers in their nose. That's all they wanted to do. I think it's kind of universal though, whether you're from Japan, America, sticking your fingers in your nose is funny, right? So anyway, so they thought this is the funniest thing ever. Actually, these kids, this is not the class I'm talking about. The kids I'm talking about would be older than a lot of the teachers in this room now, because I'm getting to be that old now, so this is not that class. But anyways, guys, so the kids finally settled down, we finished our lesson, they went home, but that stuck in my head all day. Fingers in your nose. That's great. Fingers in your nose. Fingers in your nose. How can I take that simple idea and make it something educational? So we already know the kids like that, so we just have to use that. So how can we take that idea and make it into something educational? I don't want to waste too much time, but I'm looking for some ideas. Does anybody have any ideas? And I've got two shirts here. I've got these Grabs You by the Boo-Boo t-shirts. So I got two. So I want to pick 3 ideas. How can you take an idea of sticking your fingers in your nose and make it into an educational thing? Any ideas?
Ask what it tastes like.
T-shirt. Yeah, I guess you can focus on taste. That's good, yeah. So Katie, what does it taste like?
Salty.
Okay.
Ask them to make another action that's also funny. Like some other one, like stick out your tongue.
Okay.
Right, so one kid says, stick up fingers up your nose, and then, too difficult.
What about you?
Simon says, yeah.
Simon Says.
Stick your fingers in your nose. Simon says, stick your fingers in your ears.
I hate Simon Says. Who is Simon? Anyways,
How about whose nose?
So you so you blindfold them and they stick their finger. You have to guess whose nose. they would know mine's going with hair in it, right? So, what is that? Yeah, yeah. Which finger can fit in your nose? Okay. Why? I'm going with Lawrence. I'm going with Lawrence. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I went home that night, and again, this is Mummy, not me. Okay. So, Mummy's my big fan. So, anyways, I went home that night, and I played my guitar, and I tried to come up with some kind of an idea on how we could use that song in the classroom, and I was really excited to use it with the kids the next day. So, why don't we all stand up? And we'll sing that song. This is a song I wrote a long time ago, so it's not a new song. I'm just trying to use an example here. So, anyways, of course, with kids, I would pre-teach this song, but you're all adults, so you can probably just follow along and see what we come up with here. So here we go. Okay. I know. It's fine, Mommy, it's fine. Don't touch. Right? Oh, hi. Come on, guys, let's go. On, in, under, clap, clap, clap. 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 Wow, good job. Where's your ears? Can you find your ears right here? On my ears. In my ears. Under my ears. On, in, under, clap, clap, clap. Wow, good job. Oh, what's next? On my nose. In my nose, under my nose, on, in, under, clap, clap, clap. Wow, you guys are great. Wow, ready? On, in, under, clap, clap, clap. 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 Wow, good job. Yay! So anyways, the next week I used that song with the kids in the class, and they loved the song, and they were so happy that I made it for them. It became their song, and also we ended up singing that song every week for a long time. It became part of the rhythm of it. So, but like I said, they were so happy that they knew I made it for them. Anyways, I guess what I'm getting here is, what's the point? What's the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make.
You like to pick your nose?
Well, actually, you kind of halfway inspired the song too. But do you know that Eric stopped smoking and apparently the nose in his hair stopped growing? He told me that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know why he thought I was interested in that. So, what's the point? What's the point? The point, I guess sometimes it's good to look at things backwards. Don't always think about what you want to teach, right? Watch your kids. People say to me like, "Oh, Keaton, do you still teach?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I still teach because that's where I get all my ideas from." It's like I'll be in the class with the kids and I'll see something and go, "Oh, that's great." Or, where's my daughter? Yeah, I mean, that poor kid, I'd be playing when she was a kid, we'd be playing, and I'd go, "Oh, it's a great idea for a song." Daddy, oh, sorry, Glenn. So that's how I grew. So, yeah, but look at things backwards. Watch your kids, learn from them, so they can teach you a lot. And what else we have here? Mommy? Yeah, again, don't always think about what you want to teach, but find something that the kids like to do already. Like I said, we know that they're gonna like that, so we can work with that. That's our ace in the hole, right? So find those things. And ace in the hole. Find a way to turn it into something wonderful. Wonderful. These can grow into something great. And in the words of Cheech and Chong, you guys are so say no. That's right. Thank you.